Hello everyone, this is MJFan2018 here with my first ever video on YouTube. Today I'll be talking about Monster Jam 2022 in Detroit. Show 2 already ended during the time I'm recording, but I'll be talking about Show 1. Some good things that came out was the return of Aaron Kane, but this time in Jester. Seeing it for the first time was shocking to hear because I wasn't sure what happened to him before 2022. But it was cool seeing him back in Monster Jam after being the original driver of Quad Chaos before Bailey Shade took over in 2020. What was also cool was that Stadium Tour Red came to Detroit with most of the popular trucks and drivers, like the return of Adam Anderson and Tom Menson, Max D, and Gravedigger, in addition to Tot LeDuc and Blue Thunder, the new for 2022 Lucas Oil Stabilizer, and seeing some well-known independents like Cole Vernard in the Black Pearl and Jamie Gardner in Overboard. However, though, my opinions on the first show are mixed. Even though seeing Monster Jam back in Detroit was awesome, deep down, I felt that the first show could have been better. The judges during the event were abysmal sometimes. There were people that got screwed over during two-wheel skills and freestyle because of how biased the judges seemed sometimes. Another thing I want to talk about is how everyone performed during the show. Show 1 had some of the most underwhelming and unorthodox freestyles and two-wheel performances I've seen during the 2022 season. Trucks, like Jester and Saigon Shaker had the most disappointing two-wheel performances out of the entire bunch. Apart from Tom Ment and Mark List, everyone else had underwhelming two-wheel runs that made the event kind of lame. What was worse were that drivers like Tot LeDuc, which are usually top-tier drivers, were having a really bad luck. Freestyle was just around just as underwhelming as two-wheel skills in my opinion. Everyone felt like they were underdriving compared to the other two stadium events, such as San Antonio and St. Louis. What was worse were that Tom Menton, Max D, and Adam Anderson both broke down early during their freestyle runs. Seeing Max D break down was bad enough, but seeing Gravedigger and Anderson member choke in Detroit really made me angry during the time, and the officials didn't even let him continue with the loose rear wheel. If this was back in 2014 or prior, he would have been allowed to continue his freestyle regardless of him losing a wheel. I really think Monster Jam should give the officials and trucks more leniency with the RII, like they used to. Because the amount of times I've seen trucks get shut down for minor reasons and circumstances is freaking ridiculous. For quite some time, Detroit has always felt like the black sheep of Monster Jam Stadium events, from most of the popular trucks and drivers having bad luck, breaking early in freestyle, or having budget tracks, which is what I'm about to get to last. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, literally, one of the track crew vehicles broke when trying to flip over one of the trucks during the show. But anyways, when seeing the initial track before the show began, it looked fine at first, but later on is when I saw some of the things that were off. I know these may sound nitpicky, but let me explain. The first thing I noticed was the amount of space on the far ends of the racing lanes, the gray side in particular. On that particular side, there looked to be barely enough room on the gray side of the track to make a pass compared to the red side, which had more room. I really felt they should have removed the backflip ramp on the far end to allow the trucks to have more room. Because, come on, the mini flip is right there. What also stuck out was that there was a jammer on the gray end that I didn't feel was necessary to put this time, compared to other venues larger than Ford Field, where it would have worked perfectly. Take Oakland Coliseum, AT&T Stadium, and NRG Stadium for example. The final obstacle I want to point out is the arena pod in the center. To me, they made the center jumps on the pod too tall, and made the sides too shallow to where trucks weren't able to do moonwalks, sky wheelies as easy as usual. The other gripe I have is with the step-up ramp. The back end of it wasn't built sturdy enough, which led to the which led to the back crumbling on itself. An example was when Ryan Dishrun in Saigon Shaker tried going for a nose wheelie on the step-up ramp, and he didn't get enough of a kick from the back two wheels. Anyway, Detroit's first show of 2022 was pretty mediocre in my opinion, and I wish it could have been better. Hopefully show 2 is a lot better than show 1, because I haven't seen it yet, but maybe when I finish watching the second show from Sunday, I can maybe make another video and then just voice my thoughts and opinions on it. But anyway, if you liked me rambling for the first time despite all of the mistakes that I made during this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you want, but it does help the channel when it gets larger. This was me, and I will see you on the next one.